5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Weekend confirmed.
Ignition. Liftoff. Liftoff.
Hey, what's up, everyone from We Can Confirm Land? Xav De Matos here from with your question of the week from your mom's box, which I assume is his Christian name. With the recent closings of BlackRock and Bazaar, are publishers and developers deflecting blame to used games as opposed to poor management? I think what this proves is that a lot of big publishers, their eyes are bigger than their stomach. They tend to pick up these developers. And I mean, if you remember back when Bazaar was picked up by Activision, it was quite a coup. I mean, Bazaar was creating some stuff. Microsoft, they did the Project Gotham series. They did the Club for Sega. So they started to branch out a little bit. And when Activision picked them up, it was something that I think people were really anticipating what they could do next. And, you know, it just turns out to be the situation where these development houses are picked up by publishers who decide after a while that they own a little too much property. Microsoft has done this in the past. Sony's closed down studios. The recession doesn't help, obviously, but there are so many studios that are being gobbled up that things start to fall apart. I mean, EA just picked up PopCap, which was a huge acquisition, but they own Chilingo, they own Playfish, they own a bunch of other casual places, departments, that I don't know whether or not those companies are going to survive now that they own PopCap. So it's going to be interesting to see. I think these publishers are just starting to pick up companies that are doing things that they think that they want to do themselves, so they just buy them up. And then after a while, if it doesn't really work for them specifically and their balance sheet, at the end of the day, they just get rid of them. So poor management, I don't know. It just seems like a bad business decision, which, I mean, you could chalk that up to bad management. Blaming it on used games is silly. I don't know whether or not that's really the case in any of those situations, to be honest with you. I think it's just poor sales, especially in Bazaar's case with Blur, which didn't sell very well. And BlackRock also split second, and Blur both came out at the same time. No one really bought either game. So that has something to do with it too. But I think these publishers really need to come up with a plan before they start picking up all of these developers, because it just ends up turning into sort of a shit show. And let's not do that, hopefully. We don't want all these people to be out of business because all of these companies are creating some great experiences. We're never going to get another split-second game. We're not going to get Pure anymore. You know, Project Gotham Racing is going to continue from Microsoft. Who knows who's going to do it? So that's part of it sucks. So, you know, hopefully companies that are looking to be acquired by other companies realize that now. I think there's a little bit more fear in that. And there's no problem being independent. Look at Steam. Look at all the indie developers that are going through there. Look at all the companies that own their own properties that are creating companies and signing partnerships with EA's partner program. Or, you know, I think THQ is doing partner programs now too. That's starting to be a big thing, where you own your own property, you're an independent company, and you work for another company. And there's no fear of your company being dissolved. Thanks.